What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Oh, God. Well, it's official. And that was sad. Honestly, that was sad. Of how she said, "I won't let you go, Jack." And then Jack dies. It's sad. Anyways, what's up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today we are reviewing Titanic. And man, what a movie! Because this movie went on to make over $2 billion at the box office on a $200 million budget. Okay, because $200 million budget on Titanic back at that time in 1997 was like an insane amount of money at that time. It was like probably the most expensive movie at the time. And that movie went on to make over $2 billion. $2 billion. $2 billion. That is, which at that time, it was basically the number one highest grossing movie of all time. Until Avatar took over. Which this definitely went on to be a financial hit. Like, it went on to win like a crap ton of Oscars. And first of all, what I thought of Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet here, everybody, the whole cast was great. You even have Bill Paxton in here, the late Bill Paxton's in here. Now, I've heard of this theory going around that Jack is somehow a time traveler, which definitely makes a lot of sense because no man back in the 1910s didn't have that 90s looking hairstyle. Okay, this is the 90s. You know what? Okay, this is the front of my hat. Ooh, yeah, this is the 90s hat right there. When they have their, hats like open up like that. Alright, so look at that. Wait, let me see this. You see? Anyways, in my opinion, man, like, I actually like the theory of how Jack was somehow a time traveler and actually caused, because first of all, the hair. Like, the hair looks like a 90s hair. Like, just think about that. Like, everybody else, is, their hairs are like 1910s looking hair, except for Jack's. And how in the world does he know about the whole roller coaster thing? The roller coaster wasn't invented till like 1916 or 17, a few years after the sink of the Titanic. Which, that's plenty of evidence to support this theory. Which I like this theory. And basically him dying in here. And in my opinion, I 100% agree with this theory. Because it makes a lot of sense. Now we have the most controversial scene ever. It's when Jack dies. It's been debated whether or not if there was actually enough room. And according to a Mythbusters episode, apparently, judging by the size of the boat, they would have had plenty of room. Which means that Jack's death was all for nothing then. Then that just makes it pointless. Which I still like it, and honestly, the Titanic literally screams 90s. All over it. Because, a lot of us would admit is that the 90s definitely had the best action movies, that's for sure. Anyways, to me, my favorite, or should I say this? Apparently there was, the ending we got was sad, and basically it was kind of a bittersweet ending where she could finally, die in peace and join, with Jack and Rose, finally reuniting up in heaven. But there was actually an alternative ending. Yeah. There was actually an alternative ending, because with the ending we got, Rose, froze the Hope Diamond into the river without no one knowing, which I think is a pretty good ending. And then you have the infamous alternative ending, where Bill Paxton's character and everybody else was trying to say, "Wait, don't drop the Hope Diamond. I need it, and then they just break it, or something like that. I can't remember because I haven't seen it in a while. But the alternative ending scene, but bro. I'm sorry, but that ending would have been super corny. It just would have. So I'm glad we got the ending we got, because it's more of a satisfying ending than wherever the alternative ending was. And Billy Zane is a jerk, but in real life he's pretty nice. Can I tell you why I know that? Because I met the dude in real life. Yep, I met him. But that's a story for another day. But overall, I thought the Titanic was great blockbuster, great action, emotion, everything. And overall, I like this movie. But it's one of those one-time watchers, because since the movie was over 3 hours long, James Cameron, which I heard that he's kind of difficult to work with, which it's debatable, but yeah. And that's it. Titanic came out in 1997 and went on to be a huge financial success that inspired James Cameron to he would go on to make Avatar, which would make even more money than the Titanic. And even to this day, Avatar is currently the highest grossing movie of all time. And with its upcoming sequel, since, Avatar 2, is out by the recording of this video, since he has multiple sequels. So, yeah. Stay tuned for The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah, so stay tuned for It's a Wonderful Life. Stay tuned for It's a Wonderful Life. And depending on how things go. So yeah, It's a Wonderful Life and The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Okay, stay tuned. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. I love you, Jack. Peace.